Okay, my friends, I don't have the sound and the thunder that Dave has, but I will. Most people that know me will tell you that I will consistently be the iron fist and the velvet glove. What we have going on here is, if you want to testify at this hearing, there's a rather elaborate procedure, of course, that they have put together in order for you to do this. What you're going to have to do, I have information here that I will share with anybody that wants to testify at this event, okay, at this public hearing. Basically what you're going to have to do is you're going to have to prepare your remarks. You're going to have to call a phone number or email your remarks in PDF format to Redistricting 2012 at mdp.state.md.us. Okay? We will be. We're going to find out. People that wish to give testimony are going to be required to submit their electronic and written comments by 12 noon the day before the hearing. And they, like I said, they should be by email and in PDF format. And a hard copy will also be accepted at the hearing from people who testified but did not submit an electronic copy. Having testified previously in Maryland, I will tell you that you will be doing yourself a gigantic favor if you testify. Prepare the document in PDF format and send it to where it needs to go, because you cannot guarantee that you will be heard if you don't do that. So, that's the Cliff's Notes version of it. 27th of August at 11 o'clock at the Amoss Center. Now, that being said, this map that you see here is a map for fair governance. When we go to these meetings and we testify, our focus has to be accountability and fair governance. We have the right to be represented. This dilution of our votes is unacceptable. It was unacceptable when they did it on a racial basis prior to 1965 and the Voting Rights Act of 1965, because they did the exact same thing. They took black folks and they split them up among a bunch of districts so that they wouldn't have any influence and they wouldn't be able to elect any people to the legislature. They're doing the exact same thing to us now. This map keeps geographic boundaries together, it keeps communities of like interest together, and it also makes sure that we have accountable legislators. They do not have the right to pick us. We pick them. That's how it goes. The state of Maryland, I just want to point this out because it's important. I talk about diluting our votes. The state of Maryland has 24 jurisdictions in it, including Baltimore City. 15 of these districts are either majority Republican by registration in the county, or they have majority Republican county councils and county executives. Now you tell me that that current map is representative of the interests of the people of Maryland. They have no, you've called Mikulski's office, you've called Cardin's office, you've called Rupersberger's office, maybe have called Hoyer's office. They couldn't care less about what we think, because you know what? They don't have to. They don't have to. You think Elijah Cummings cares what any of his constituents think? Doubtful. If the people in this state that run this state have their way, when these state districts are drawn, people in this county that live up in North Harford County are going to be voting with people down on North Avenue. Do you think that that legislator is going to give a whit about what you think? I don't. So I will say, when you go, I have this, I will share it with anybody. I will help you. If you want to testify, I'll work with you. I'll give you some information that you can use to compose your own ideas and your own thoughts. But when we go out there and we go on the record, we have to be talking about fair governance, a fair map, and having our interests represented in Washington. And that's what it's about, because we have Democrats on the record stating that their purpose of this thing is going to be to draw certain legislators out of office. And that hurts them, and will help us. Yes, Vicki?
Is there, when you submit your testimony in PDF form, is there any expectation that you will stick to that script?
Well, I don't know. I guess when you get there, you can kind of go off, ad-lib it, and do whatever you want, I would think. I don't know.
That's going to be what's entered into the record.
But that will be what's entered into the record. And I would also say, when you are there and you are testifying, because these hearings will be televised most likely on Harford Community Cable or whatever, when you get up and you testify, you should state that I would like to make sure that my comments are entered into the record, and then they have to enter them into the record.
So your verbal and your written? So
your verbal and your written comments will be entered into the record. Yes, sir.
When they redistrict, is there a time schedule? They do it every 10 years? Or the governors?
Yeah, they do it every 10 years, and what's going to happen is, they're going to get together, and they're going to have these hearings, and then they're going to come together, and the results of this will be delivered in the joint session of the General Assembly on January 11th of 2012. And then they're going to have, what's it say here? Given the time to come. The redistricting plan will have a special session in the week of October 17th. And then once the hearings are completed, they'll present their results and everything to the governor. And then by January 11th of 2012, this General Assembly will rubber stamp the governor's recommendations. Yes, Patrick?
The reason they do it every 10 years is because with the census, right, they figure out where the people live. That's why they redraw them every 10 years. This special session's convening the week of October 17th. The governor will submit his plan. They will pass it that week, and it'll be concrete before they leave on October 17th. Right? That's the congressional redistricting. The legislative redistricting, the state legislative districts, they get redrawn in January. They have 60 days to do that. And if the legislature cannot agree to a proposal by the end of that 60-day window in the legislature, the governor's plan is approved as submitted.
So that's pretty much what's happening. I'll be at the back in case anybody wants some of this information. And I'll also say, just quickly, the Republican Central Committee is having a gun raffle, and I got tickets for it. They're $5 each. Got a real nice Remington 87 Nitro Mag shotgun that we're going to be raffling off. They're $5 a piece. I will be at the back selling these, and come see me.
Thanks, Scott. Quickly wrap up with that hearing is on Saturday at 11 a.m.?
Yes.
It's a Saturday.
27.
Okay.
August 27th.
It's a Saturday at 11 a.m. All right. How timely, though, that the fourth Tuesday is August 23rd. So how would you like to see this room have 3 times as many people in it, so that they're fired up to go to this stupid hearing on the 27th?
Yes.
Why don't you at least invite 5 or 6 people to join you next fourth Tuesday, which is August 23rd. Meet us back here. Sylvia, what?
I just wanted to tell people, even if you don't want to testify, please go. So that
Yes.
you support, for people that do testify.
We need 1,000 people in there applauding their butts off when Dave Prison goes off on them. Seriously. Really, seriously. Your voice can be heard through Dave Prison and through everybody else who's speaking. Please, more people speak. See, Scott, thanks for coming. God bless you.